All right, Shalom. For the first, we give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai. Give honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and to all that across the globe, preaching the word truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. So I died now from the great millstone camp in Chicago with a little walk and talk. Without saying any names, we was in our camp group meeting, and brothers don't got their little private time, and they're on different social media outlets, and we seen this brother used to be in the camp. Well, this man used to be in the camp, and you know, the spirit completely gone off, off them two particular individuals. And we was talking. I was talking to one of the brothers yesterday. And we were just discussing how you go back in the world, man. It's really nothing good that comes out of it. And I just want to get a couple of precepts, and Lord willing, if that's edifying. This is Luke 16:13. It says, "No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else you hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High in mammon." And you can't have two bosses, man. The Lord holds you accountable, and the other one doesn't. You know, um, it's like having two girlfriends. One's gonna get neglected at some point in time. And the truth is gonna come out about where your true affections lie. You know, and they're gonna collide. They can't coexist. Okay, has has a wolf fellowship with the hyena. You know, so that you can't have. There's no way you can continue to work two jobs every day, all day like that. You know what I mean, so to speak. Because serving the Lord is a job, and also serving Satan is a job too. And if you're giving more attention, more your time to, that's who you're gonna serve, man. You're not being around men of the Lord. You're not taking counsel. You're not praying to the Lord, not to take His spirit from you. Hey, you're gonna eventually fall out the truth. All right, it's Luke 16:13 says, "No servant can serve two masters, for you will hate the one and love the other, or else you hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve the Most High in mammon, man." You know. Um, Another one. Oh yeah, sinners entice thee. It said Proverbs 1:10. It said, "My son, if sinners entice thee, consent thou not." Let's go into that word entice. Come on, baby. We're gonna wear sinner for. Sinner first. Sinner is sinful. Exposed condemnation. Reckoned as offenders. Alright? So sinners are exposed to condemnation. Let's see what that word condemnation means real quick. The sinners are exposed to condemnation. Let's see what condemnation is. The expression of very strong disapproval, censure. The action of condemning someone to a punishment, sentencing. All right, so sinners, let me see, read it again. It says, sinners is exposed to condemnation. They're exposed to what's wrong, man. All right, they're exposed, they're viewed as being disapproved, being unworthy, being appointed to the wrath of the Lord. All right, matter of fact, that's the spirit too. Let me see. Another wrath. Okay. Damn. There's one. Damn, I want to get it so bad. Let me just go through all these. Damn, hold on. Um, damn, what said uh, a fiery judgment, a fiery judgment. You see? Um, right, Hebrews. All right, 'cause we got through reading, right? That's the spirit too. We got through reading that condemnation. Let me get it. Yeah, condemnation is the expression of very strong disapproval, censure, the act of condemning someone to a punishment, sentencing. All right, so it says when sinners entice thee, all right, the sinners, all right, are reserved for condemnation. Okay, all right, they're reserved for sentencing, and we're going to prove it. It's Hebrews 10 and 25. It says 10 and 24, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. All right, so we got to consider one another. That's why it's important to be around men of the Lord. It's important to be humble, take that pride, taking pride away from you, man. All right, being willing to be taught, being willing to be a listener. Okay, I said, then let us consider one another to provoke unto love and to good works. Right, because when you're around the brothers, man, all right, you're going to serve the Lord. All right, they're going to provoke you to good works. They're going to provoke you to do sit-downs, to do lessons, all right, to get together. If you've been out, and just being a homebody, a brother get you out the crib and show you a good time for a day or so, go out to eat and do certain things, the good works, man. Teaching brother how to study, learn how to study, learn how to behave yourself, Hebrews 10:25 says, not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together as the manner of some, but exhorting one another, and so much the more as you see the day approaching. Right, man? So, a lot of these guys who fall out, they were real cliquish, okay? They despise the youth, all right? But now it's very important that we do be around our brothers. We can be around that spirit and not being around the spirit of the world. All right? Because you can't serve two masters. Remember, this is 10 and 25. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins, man. Right? So that's why you want to crucify the Most High anew, man. All right? We're gonna fall, we're gonna slip, man. But you gotta keep your hand on that plow. All right, the Lord's not going to come out and go through what he went through um, uh, um, uh, to redeem you, man. Okay, this is the point. All right, can we talk about that condemnation? All right, that condemnation again was what? It says the action of condemning someone to a punishment, sentencing, man. Okay. Now remember, the topic is that you can't serve two masters. This is Hebrews 10 and 27. But a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation which shall devour the adversaries, man. Right, so when you fall off, you go back into the world, you sin willfully, what you got to look for what? Is judgment and fiery indignation, man. Okay? That's what you got to look for, man. Judgment, fiery indignation. Man, the Lord, I just had it. Damn. What was it? All right, well, that's it. That's it, I guess. I kind of want to get it. Con. Dog vomit. It's the water, Abba. It says, 2 Peter, damn. I'm sorry, Proverbs 26 and 11, as a dog returneth to his vomit, so fool returneth to his folly, man. All right? You got to be real sick to eat your own vomit. You see a dog, he'll throw up and get to licking his food, or licking the vomit. Hey, that's like you, man. You going back to licking your vomit, man. All right? To his own folly, his own foolishness. The 2 Peter 2, damn. Second Peter, 2 and 17 says, "These are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the midst of darkness is reserved forever." And who they're talking about is these people who follow the truth. Your past, well, first starts with your people who call themselves leaders and teachers, teaching Jesus Christ, teaching our people other idolatrous gods, man. All right, these are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the midst of darkness is reserved forever. Right, because these two particular individuals, all right, were the one individual for sure was teaching against the angels. All right, uh, 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 just flat Earth and things like that, man. All right, hey, clouds without water, man. All right, you see a cloud, it's supposed to do what? Produce rain, right? So the rain hits in the ground, it moistens the land, it causes fruits and new plants and flowers to grow. All right, it's beneficial. You see a rain cloud, man, and you had a drought, and the rain don't come, you're gonna be upset, man. And that's what these people are, man. A lot of people who follow these guys were sincere, so to speak, all right, and trying to find the truth. And here you are leading them the wrong way, man. Hey, you're reserved for darkness. It says, for when they would speak great swelling words of vanity, they allure through the lust of the flesh, through much wantonness, those that were clean escape from them who live in error. Right. Okay. So a lot, hey, so when these men fall out, right? Hey, you people who follow them have a chance to go find you a real teacher, man. The spirit may have that happen, so you can go find the truth and go learn from respectable and honorable teachers, man. Going that word allure, I had it written in my Bible. I'm not quite sure what it meant. I don't remember what it meant. Allure, right? Delazo, right? To bait, catch by bait, beguile, blandishments, allure, entice, deceit. Read that word entice earlier in our Proverbs. Okay. All right. So when they allure you, man, they're trying to use the world to deceive you, man, by showing you the cash, the clothes, and the hoes, man. How easy their life is, how big their house is. Okay. All right. It's that lust of the eyes, that lust of the flesh, and that lust of life, man. All right. Okay. It says, verse 19, while they promise them liberty, they themselves are the servants of corruption, for of whom a man is overcome, of the same is he brought into bondage. All right. Okay. So when you're doing the acts of the flesh, adultery and those things that the Lord condemns. All right, when you want to overcome them, you're going to go back to them again and be entangled. All right? It said, for if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Savior of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, they are again entangled therein and overcome. The latter end is worse with them than the beginning. Okay? Hey, so these, and we pray we don't be those people, man. Right, that the Lord had cast us away, man. You're going back into the world, you're gonna be worse than what you were when you came in, man. All right. So if it had been better for them not to have known the way of righteousness, than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. All right, so it's better that you didn't know the name of Yahweh Shem Shai, that you're Israelite. And that's a heavy deal, because that's your whole skin, man. That's what brings you closer to the Lord, is his name and knowing who you are. All right, but that's the way of righteousness, man. Verse 22, but it had happened unto them, according to the true proverb, the dog is turned to his own vomit again, and the sow that was washed to a wallowing in the mire, man. All right, so as you were clean with the washing of the word, you became filth, man. All right? It's like that one, that son who spent his fathers are living riotously, as rich as riotously, with harlots and things of the world, then what he ended up having to do? He ended up having to serve slop to the pigs, man, in tattered clothes. All right, and we don't want to be that son who leaves the father to go serve pigs, man. All right, the son, the son eventually came back. All right, and that's why we it's a fearful thing, man, to fall in the hands of the Lord. He can take your spirit from you and have your ass out there bad, man. And with that, I want to say, call Allah, Yahweh Shai. That about to say, Apostle Elder, the great millstone. Till next time, Shalom.